The Border Zone, 1494 2AY, and joining us from Wodonga TAFE CEO Mark Dixon. Good morning.
Sandra, Kev, good morning.
Now, off the back of Anzac Day on Tuesday, a conversation started around ex-service people, hasn't it? And in terms of education and opportunities through TAFE.
It has, Kev, and look, a lot of people I think know by now that I'm the CEO of the TAFE, but a lot of people don't know that I spent 30 years in the Army. So Defence are an important client of the TAFE, but they're also people that we really care about. And the Anzac Day parade was fabulous on Tuesday, a bit wet in Wodonga.
A little bit soggy.
But really fantastic. And the TAFE had a couple of people laying a reef. Teresa and Kira did a fabulous job. But we want to support the defence community in our region, and a lot of people look at veterans and think that veterans are all sort of old and ready for retirement, but there are 5,000 people transitioning out of defence every year, and mostly they're quite young people these days, and those young people want second careers, and the TAFE has a really important role to play in helping them in their successful transition from serving their country into civilian life and into a second career and a second job. I think the TAFE can do a lot to help.
You're in a unique position in being able to, know what that's like as well, because sometimes depending on different areas or what people's skills are, this can be a really difficult time.
It can be a challenge, and people who spend all their life in defence are well looked after. Defence is like a family. So when you leave that and enter into the whole new world of normal civilian life, some people find it easy, some people struggle. So it's what can the TAFE do to really ease that burden and help people, not just the servicemen and servicewomen, but also their families as well. How can we actually translate their military experience and all of those critical thinking skills and leadership skills that they get taught exceptionally well in defence? How do we take those and translate them into civilian qualifications and help them on that second career pathway? And they deserve nothing more than that. That's the least we can do for them. Very often the TAFE can also apply some fee exemptions to help them with that. So I guess the message I really want to put out to all the listeners is, if we've got a lot of defence community in this region, if you're serving now, if you've recently left, or if you've left and you're struggling to find a second career, come and talk to us, and I promise you that we'll do our utmost to help. I guess the other thing is that people in defence join the whatever service at quite a young age, and that's their only career interview in life. They have that first interview, join the Defence Force. So these people have fabulous skills, but they might not have done CVs, they might not have done job interviews for many, many years. So it's how we can actually just remind them of those skills, practice those skills with them, help them write the CV, and really give them a head start on that second career. It's the least we can do.
I guess, Mark, sort of talking about that recognition of prior learning and those sorts of things, because I'm assuming, having not been in the Defence Force myself before, some of those trades are genuine trades, but might be slightly different to what you use in a commercial field, as you said, in civilian life. So you'll help with all those sorts of bits and pieces at Wodonga TAFE.
That's right, Kevin. And you mentioned, a friend of yours who's got aeronautical skills, but probably on a specific military helicopter. So it's how we sort of look at those skills and match them against all of the civilian qualifications that the job and the employment people in this region will see and understand. So we can do that for them. It's recognition of prior learning, or it's actually just recognition of actually the skills they've got. You're quite right that many of them do traditional trades in the Defence Forces. And sometimes we just need to round out those trade skills to give them the formal qualification. Then they can set up a business on their own, and they've got the head start they need.
And in fact, this is something that can be taken on by the broader community as well. We're seeing more and more that people are deciding to make a career change or do things like that. And if you are, TAFE's not, as you say, just for young people who are leaving school. It's for people who want to make that change and find out what their skills are.
It is, yeah. So we talked about the defence people, and I guess we're all thankful for the service they've done for their country. But there's lots of people who want to change careers, and we've talked a lot about TAFE is not just about young people and youth. They're very important to us. But our oldest student last year was 84. I don't think that gentleman was actually looking for a second career necessarily, but we do have cohorts all the way through because people don't stay in one job all their life these days.
No.
They want to change careers, they want new opportunities, and they want to progress. So TAFE can offer those opportunities to get some extra skills. And we might just move on and touch on how TAFE can work with universities to help bridge the gap between students who want to go to university but need a bit of help to get there, and they can help with that as well, and that obviously helps or enhances some of their career opportunities.
And of course, easy to find out more, Mark, with Wodonga TAFE.
always easy to find out more. I heard on 2AY this morning the Jobs and Skills Centre advertised, but they can come into the TAFE main campus. They can look up on the website. They can give us a ring on 1300 MyTAFE.
Terrific. And Mark Dixon from Wodonga TAFE, thank you so much.
Thanks ever so much.